more minutes. The last two groups are arriving. Everyone is hacking until the last minute. I think we are still missing the E-braille group. Are you here? No, they're still missing. You can also sit here in front if you want to. Or do you want to sit with your group? Then sit with your group. Also fine with us. I think then we are all, aren't we? E-braille is here? Yes, there we are. Yeah, first of all, welcome to our German-Brazilian EdTech Hackathon 2024 edition. Super nice for you all to be here, and also for our streamers. And Felix will give you the sign, then we can... We are also streaming live now via YouTube with a little delay. So you are live here. So what happens now will happen 10 to 15 seconds later in YouTube. This is nice. You are in this very nice position that you have this in real time. A little bit about our EdTech Hackathon, especially for our jury, and I will present them afterwards. So we had more than 200 applications from all over Brazil. We have more than 40 participants here, designers, educators, hackers, and 3 days full of actions, workshops and hacking. You see some pictures here. We will, meanwhile, the jury will deliberate outside. We will show you some nice videos Laura edited professionally. And yeah, the overarching scheme for this hackathon was Education for Sustainable Development, or ESD, or in German, Bildung für nachhaltige Entwicklung, BNE. So for all of you who do not have C1 or B1 or B2 in German yet, you are at the right place. You're at the Goethe Institute, where you can learn also German. A little bit thank you session. So Felix, please stand up. There's Felix. Woohoo! Clap your hands for Felix. There he is. Camilla, please stand up. Clap your hands for Camilla. Stand up, please, Camilla. Yes. There you are. Woohoo! Thank you. Kim Asoshu. Please, Kim. There you are. It's so loud, no? Anna Maria, please. There she is. And our two winners from last time. Pedro the first, please. Clap your hands for Pedro. And also Caio. There he is. Caio, our design wizard. And Monique. Please clap your hands for. Yeah, thank you all for participating. I think this was very enriching, and especially the participation of our mentors. I hope you enjoyed it. If you really enjoyed it, clap your hands again. But we also like to thank not just two logos here, but they are persons representing these logos. On the left-hand side, you all understood that DWH stands for Deutsches Wissenschafts- und Innovationshaus São Paulo, or German Center for Research and Innovation São Paulo, or Centro Alemão de Ciência e Inovação São Paulo, represented here by Márcio Armin Weichert. Please, Márcio, stand up. Thank you. And also the Goethe Institute. I think you don't translate it in Instituto Goethe or Goethe. Obviously, some Brazilians are very creative with the name. Jörg Renato, could you please stand up? Thank you very much for this marvelous support. Thank you again. Obviously, it was more than a joy to use this very nice premises here you have, and hopefully we'll have the chance to use this next year. But let's stay in this year's edition. Final presentations. The day has come. A little bit about what you can win, but it's not about winning. You're all the winners, you know that. But what can you win? So the first prize is a trip and a scholarship for at least 2-week language course at Goethe, at a Goethe Institute in Germany, which means that you won't go there by foot. So the travel will be also paid by you, and this has been possible also by our nice colleagues from the Goethe Institute. So thanks again for the Goethe Institute for this more than nice prize. Clap your hands. And there is still a little surprise for the first team. One scholarship is like one scholarship, so you have to divide yourselves in two, but you will figure this out. And also, so Goethe is very nice and very generous to us. Also, the second prize were very nice backpacks from Goethe Institute. They are actually super nice. They are from recycled material and everything. So this is really education for sustainable development in place. There you can see the prize. Oh, these are these very nice backpacks. Oh, it's good, yeah. eye on the prize, eye on the prize. I will leave it here for you to be even better in your pitches. And a very useful surprise from DWH and also from Goethe Institute. Let's surprise yourself. Yeah, these are the prizes. But now we come back to our jury. So who will decide who will win the first, second, third, and the last places is our nice jury, and I will introduce you to them. So we have Thais Blasio Martins. She works at the city of São Paulo, and maybe she can just sum up a little bit what she's doing there for you to have an overview.
Hello guys, I'm Thais. I work at the Department of Education here at São Paulo. And right now I'm working at the language centers with the university that we have at CELS and also with other programs related to education.
Thank you very much, Thais, for being here. And Thais can already hand over to Jörg. I think you all remember it. Who doesn't remember Jörg? Yeah, that's good. So you can all describe his roles and what he's doing here, or should he do it? You can do it also, Jörg, if you want to.
Okay, good afternoon. As you know, I'm here as the Deputy Director and the Head of the Language Department. If you have any queries regarding German language or exams or sustainable education in connection with learning of German, just come and see Renato or me, and we are more than happy to help you. Thanks for being here, and I'm excited to see what you have prepared.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jörg. And Professora Roseli will also introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Roseli de Deus Lopes. I'm a full professor at Electrical Engineering at Polytechnic School at USP. Last year, I was the vice director of the Advanced Institute of USP, but now I'm the director. I was elected in April. It's a pleasure to be with you here.
Yeah, clap your hands. And last but not least, Marcel Weichert.
Hello, good afternoon. Marcel Weichert, Head of Program of the German Center for Research and Innovation. So as in the opening session, Silke Bell presented, so we stay here in São Paulo in Brazil for scientific cooperation, and we have a lot of organizations linked to us, so funding agencies, universities, and so on. And we stay here for information and orientation about study and research in Germany or scientific cooperation with German side.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, and now the procedure. So you have 4 minutes. So this is actually the spreadsheet, the evaluation sheet from Marcel Weichert. It's not filled until now. So we have 4 criteria. The first one is degree of innovation. So if you have a very innovative approach to a very interesting problem, then you have a very good approach, but maybe the feasibility is not that good. So feasibility is also counting, and then the benefit for the educational sector, and who not best than Thais and Roseli, who can decide this and to see this. If this is part of, could be like a scale up in the basic education or on higher education, and the quality of the final pitch. So you should also have fun in pitching here and doing nice things, and all within 4 minutes. And then the jury has one question from the jury. Yes. If there are several or more questions, we will see. But at least for us to have like 5, at least, or maximum 6 minutes for each group. And this is the order of presentations. So we start with AI inclusion, Sisters, Fit and Cheap, Green Seed, Mindblow, Education 4.0, Futuro AI, IRIS-P, E-braille. This looks like a static list. But let's clap your hands for Lugama, Wilson, William, Andre, Alan, João Brás from AI Inclusion. Come to us here. And I have this iPad here, and the iPad has a counter for 4 minutes. Then we have this nice radar sound. And you know the time is up.
Eu também achei que era all.
Não, é a inclusion.
Okay.
Are you ready? 1, 2, go.
Hello, guten Tag. So this is João. João is a history teacher from basic school in Brazil, and he just found out he has a autistic kid. He's going to give him classes. He never gave any classes to an autistic kid, so he doesn't know really what to do. So he goes to the internet and search for some strategies. And he ended up with a lot of PDFs, a lot of websites. He doesn't have time to read it. He doesn't know what to do with that information. He heard about AI tools he can use for it to make it easier. But the answers the AI gives to him are not quite precise, and he doesn't know what questions to make. So João is not the only one with that problem, because in a research made by Nova Escola, we had 94% of teachers with students with disabilities, but only 11% of them know how to deal with them. And we have also this research made by MEC that said that in the last 5 years, we had an increase for 41% of disabled students in schools. So based on that reality, the teachers need, the educators need to have easy access to assistive technologies. So we introduce you AI inclusion, or what we want is facilitating inclusion and make it easier for the teacher to have access to information about how to deal with those students. So going back to the case of João, he has a student with disabilities, too many possibilities, and he used AI inclusion and can make can choose the best way to deal with that. So how we do it? One of our tools is the collaborative database with assistive technologies. He can search for it. He can search for specific things. He can choose the disability he wants. He'll get the results. He get the link of it and the tutorial of how to use it. And he can also share some information about his knowledge and about his experiences. And if he wants some more specific information, he can ask for our chatbot that is loaded with trustful information we found at scientific articles and websites, and he only goes to answers with that information we gave him. So we think that in 5 years, probably 100% of Brazilian educators will have to deal with students with disabilities. And our next steps is to make a business plan, develop the AI, give more information to the website, and that's the team that's going to do it. So thank you, vielen Dank, obrigado.
Yeah, thank you very much. You can keep the mic. You still have 52 minutes, 52 seconds on the clock. If you already have a question, please go ahead.
If you want to access the chatbot, there's the link.
Maybe my question would be, is it how much is, what kind of difference is it to a normal ChatGPT or Copilot? What is the extra?
Okay. Yeah, ChatGPT is a general language model. He don't know specific information about disabilities and education. He only has access to the database he has trained. In our implementation of the AI, we use a technique that's called the RAG. It's retrieval augmented generation. He's not generate text from the whole database the GPT was trained. It's generating results from our database that we have some of papers and articles and other tools that we have in our database, and the AI is only going to retrieve information from our database and understand the problem the teacher has.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let's clap your hands for Lou, Wellison, William, Andre, Alan, João. And the next one will be sisters. They will explain what this means. Igor, Giovanni, Krishna, Thais, and Lisa Rebecca, sorry, will join us on the stage.
Boa. Como faço aqui? Acho que para direita e esquerda. Yeah.
Which position I should point for? No, oh, thank you.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Yep.
All girls born scientists, but they stop believing. Why this happen?
So, here is a chart where we took this data from the OBI, which stands for, in Portuguese, from Olimpíada Brasileira de Informática, and here is such an important message. So if you take a look, here is saying the girls and boys participation in competitive programming environment in the elementary level, which stands for the grading for like 4th to 8th. So here, if you take a look, there is for girls and boys, 50-50 percentage. So girls and boys in the same level participating in the competitive program level. However, if you take a look in the senior level, which is in the university level, that is not the same. Like it's 85 for 15. So why are these girls giving up? Where are these girls going through? Like where are these girls? What are the barriers?
What is missing in them?
So the missing is we made a survey with the senior competitive programming girls, and the most word said by them was mentoring, support, training, and belonging as well.
Then we are sisters. Sisters in code, leaders in tech. How are we gonna change this reality?
So our solution is based on the 4 and 5 SDGs program, which stands for Quality Education and Gender Equality.
Then our solution is a system to connect girls, promote a community, provide mentorship, develop competencies, and enable research.
Digging a little bit more of each topic that Krishna said, Connect a Girl will be connect each girl from the country, from each region, to know then that they are not alone. So there are most girls in the country that can contribute with each other. Next topic will be promote community. Like this is missing. The girls must know that they are a community of girls which would like to participate from the environment. And here are from the provide mentorship. Like this girl cannot be alone. There are role model women, which are women in the market, women in the university who can help the young ladies in the school. As well, that we must develop these competencies from these girls, like soft skills, hard skills, and social emotional. And last but not least, enable research. These girls must know how to go in for and search for in library, essays, and reports.
Our system will provide support to the girls, mentorship, and preparation for competition and to be a role model in the future.
Yes, but the main message here that I would like to you take a look, that the young girl will become the role model girl in the future. He will become the one in the future who will be in the market. And here it's the main impact. Like we must know what are the short term, the mid-term, and the long-term impacts. We guess that the short term for sure will be connecting all these girls together. The mid-term will be developing these girls so then they can be in the senior level competition program. And the long term will be this girl in the market. This will be this girl in the university as well. So here, talking a little bit about our possible stakeholders, how this kind of solution be in the future. So we can make like, this program will not benefit only the girls. This project will benefit the company, the university, and the government as well. Because if you take a look, like development girls could work like in Amazon, in Google, and can make research university as well, and we can collaborate with government. So our last message is...
Let's make girls believe again.
Thank you. So here's the team. So thank you a lot. So we are Giovanni, Rebecca, Krishna, Igor, with me, and Thais Azevedo. Thank you. And here's the app.
I would like to know, the idea is to create a community, and we have been seeing lots of communities that have been created online and that have not been able to engage students furthermore. Last year, there are lots of proposals related to creating a community. What is going to be different in this one that the girls will be interested in becoming and being part of this community? What are the actions that are going to be previously structured in order to gain not only the girls, but also the role models that will be part of it, so the girls would want to be part of the community?
Yep, we have searched for other projects. We have a similar idea about community and girl support, and we have noticed that there is not a focus for young girls. They are all just focused for women that is already in a late age, like 20, 25, and here our difference is that we are, yes, and our different will be focusing the young lady and focus then to developing then to the competitive programming environment. So this is our main difference. Focusing the young girls and also focus developing then to going to the senior competitive programming environment. I'm not sure if it was clear enough.
I think so. Yeah, thank you very much. Clap your hands again. For Igor, Giovanni, Krishna, Thais, Lisa, Rebecca. Thank you very much. And now we already come to our next group. Thank you. So now we come with Fit and Cheap, Livia, Jean, Reno, G, Karini, and Alex. Please come to the stage. Who wants to have the microphone?
Hello everyone. So people say you are what you eat, but what are you really eating? So here we have Maria. Maria is a university student, and like many others, she struggles a lot at keeping healthier eating habits. And most of the times she thinks that this happens because of lack of knowledge, lack of time, lack of money, and lack of motivation. So she basically doesn't know how to eat better, and she doesn't have enough motivation to start. And this is very worrying because it can lead to several problems related to health. So, for example, according to the University of Washington, almost 700,000 people die per year in the US because of unhealthy diets, which leads to chronic diseases. So we have clearly a problem here. And according to some data that we could collect, interviewing dozens of students, 8 out of 10 university students would like to have better eating habits. And why that doesn't happen? Most of them say that they are lacking time and money. And how do we solve this problem? Well, we want to show that they are wrong. So instead of having fish and chips, you could have fit and cheap. Batuns. So basically, we propose an app that will have these, will help students to incorporate those healthier eating habits through small tasks with rewards, as well as bite-sized lessons on nutrition. What we want to show is that you don't have to spend hundreds of money on diet plans, as well as a lot of time to prepare recipes. All you need is constancy. With this, we are supporting 3 main sustainable development goals, which are good health and well-being, quality education, and especially responsible consumption. Okay, and what would be the features of our app? So basically, we would have regular challenges that could be daily, weekly, and monthly. So basically, it would be something like, have you ever tried acai? And do you know that acai is a superfruit? And do you know what is a superfruit? Well, if you don't, then you could definitely complete one of our modules to understand this concept and other more. And if you if you stay constant in our app, you could climb in our leaderboard, which you could probably share in your social media. So it would be a lighter process with small tasks that could be fun and also socially rewarding. And what basically is our business model? We are supported in 3 main pillars. So basically it would be a freemium app. So you would have basic features that would be for free, like basic content. And if you wanted to have a more personalized experience with modules that you could understand better about some certain conditions like diabetes, high cholesterol, and so on, then you could purchase that. And also, we want to encourage crowdsourcing content in our application. So we would have nutritionists to contribute with content, which is something that we can also see in other apps in education, like Duolingo, for instance, where there are some people that contribute to build modules there. And also, we would like to have institutional partnerships, especially with universities and schools, where they could promote our app and where we could present to them some personalized solutions that they could use in the classes and also promote some type of health competitiveness in that environment. And in comparison with other peers, we uniquely combine gamification, the sense of community belonging, as well as educational content. So instead of just presenting a lot of diet plans that basically don't work in order to lose weight, what we want to show is that in order for you to be healthy, you don't need all those stuff. You just need to be constant, and basically, that's it. When also, we have plenty of opportunity to expand. So basically, this is the market that we are going for. And thank you very much. Vielen Dank. And this is...
so right on time, amazing.
Yeah, that's... Certainly.
How do you plan to start, to engage people? What are your plans?
Sorry, can you repeat again?
How are you going to engage people to use this? How are you going to start?
Oh, okay. So we would like to start like presenting these solutions in universities, because sometimes we see that a lot of students, they truly have these problems. The research that we have done is actually with students with truly actually do the poll with university students, and the data that came up from that was that type of data. So we understood that this was actually a pain that we're like facing. So we try to go to these like universities and show our solution. And this is how we would start actually.
Yeah, thank you very much. Clap your hands. So Olivia, Jean, Renan, Karine, Alexis, thank you very much. Fit and cheap, not fish and chips, fit and cheap. And now we are coming to our next green seats. Ilana, Eduardo, Fabio, and João. Yeah, I think we have this green seat. Yes, you can go. Who do you want 1 or 2 microphones?
Try to put the link, because everybody's very good.
We sent your email to Laura. Because it's different. different. Yeah, it's better if we won't be able to show the GIF. It's going to be a lot worse.
But you didn't add her as a contributor? You have to share it with her.
We did.
No, yeah? Share it. Compartilhar. Tem que compartilhar.
Pega o computador, ele gosta de jogo e ele olha esse negócio todo dia. Mas tem que compartilha. É com a Laura? Compartilha comigo.
Compartilhar.
Ah, a gente mandou por e-mail.
Não, dentro do próprio código. Ali em cima tem compartilhar com. Aí você põe o redondo dele.
Aqui.
Isso. Compartilhar. Isso. Share.
Nossa,
Isso.
gente.
Share with access. Isso. Redondo. Redondo. Arroba UNI. Tracinho Muenster. MUENSTER. Monster.
Não.
Ponto D. Redondo de Universidade. Sim, é isso aí.
Sorry, guys.
Eduardo. No, he doesn't need the microphone, just...
Você não quer passar?
Você quer que eu passe? 2.2 million tons. That's the amount of organic waste generated daily in Brazil. It's not working? Oh, okay. Despite what Brazilian law says, only less than 2% of this organic waste is correctly disposed in Brazil, being composted or turning into biogas. So all the rest of it still contributes to greenhouse effect, groundwater contamination, and many other environmental problems. UNESCO declares that this environmental education should be a core in curriculum by next year, and it actually is already in Brazil. However, in our research, we discovered that parents are struggling a lot in educating kids because they are very disconnected from their surroundings and having a lot of screen time and struggle to focus in learning. So how might we promote ESD while forming sustainable habits in a fun and engaging experience for kids? I'm Ilana, and I present to you Green Seed, Cultivating Habits for a Sustainable Future. We are a digital ecosystem that combines smart toys with an engaging digital platform that connects it all. So for our MVP, we are creating a smart composting bin and a gardening kit. They are all connected to a mobile app, helping the kid understand the composting life cycle. And with the app, it helps them to create these sustainable habits. So for example, if the sensor identifies that the pot is too dry, it can pop up a notification on the kid's device saying that it needs to water. So our sustainable toys have modular sensors within them, so we can also sell the sensor to connect with our platform separately. And we will use highly recyclable, low-impact materials and strive to have a carbon-neutral production and distribution. Our app works around virtual pets, so we really want to have gamification. So Uko is our virtual pet, which you can customize and grow while you earn points from your sustainable habits. That you can earn points for quizzes and educative videos as well. And we also will have an AR educative game, which you can chase plants and insects and birds in order to get collectible and exchangeable cards that have also information about biology and ecology. In our competition analysis, we're ahead because we are combining the ESD education with this phygital approach, creating more engaging. And our business model is quite simple, because we are selling for families, our kits and sensors for families, and also for schools and communities. We based our business model on this Modelo C, which is a Brazilian framework business model Canva to drive impactful businesses, and it helps shape our impact vision. So our market is also exciting, and we are exciting about sustainable trends in business, because it helps a lot with us. And in our roadmap, we really want to start working on research and development, especially for the carbon neutral and negative approach and the recycled materials. And we also want to partner with universities and governments and industries in order to help the reverse logistics. And we also plan to, in the future, in our roadmap, to include more toys in our ecosystem. For example, solar panels, and that's our team. Let's build a greener world together.
Yeah, clap your hands for Ilana, Fabio, Beluzzo, and Eduardo. Thank you very much. So the time is up here. I don't know if this is a good or a bad sign, but
so we have two questions. So one question is about price. If you have an idea of what it will cost, because we know that some toys are very expensive nowadays. And the other question is if you think or discussed about a model, a version for adults.
So can I answer? And do you want to answer? So, okay, we did a little bit research about price. So those technological composters nowadays are pretty expensive. We really want to try to make an affordable product. So we are thinking about, in reais, can I say it in reais? Around, for the family kit, which is smaller, would cost around 500 reais. And the school one would cost double the price, like 1,000 reais. That we think maybe it could be a little bit more, but we will try a lot to do like the first version affordable. The sensors are not expensive, so the option we give is, in order to be more accessible, you can only buy the sensor to connect. For example, you can build your own composer, which has been not as designish, so not so cool. But you can have your own composter, your own vase, and just introduce the module, which could be probably much cheaper, around less than 200 reais.
But when you say for the school, you mean a school could have one for 1,000?
Sorry?
You said
Sorry.
a school can have one for the double of the price.
Yeah, it's another product, because we are thinking about two products, like a smaller, three actually, a smaller version, a community version, which is like a bigger garden kit for kids to plant together, not only one or two kids. And the other one is more thought about for apartments, smaller size. And the sensor could be applied pretty much anywhere. So that's the thing about pricing. And we also have like a social approach that we think. So for 15 house kits sold or 3 school or community kits sold, we would donate one for a community that can afford one, and something like, and this go on. So, yeah. Sorry. The other question was about. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, sorry, unfortunately not. We are thinking but we thought that it should be like mutual, like the kid should teach their parents and their educators and their kids, so it's focused on 7 to 12 years old kids.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ilana, Fabio, Beluzzo, and Eduardo. And now we come to our next team. And the next team is Mind Blow. Let's blow our mind with Mind Blow. And let's welcome to the stage Frederic, Amanda, Giussara, Catarini, Daniel, and Luis. There you are. If you want to stay here, yeah, you can. No problem. That's good. Who wants to have the microphone? Do you need two microphones? No? Okay, just tell me when you're ready. Claro, fica. Okay, everyone on stage, one on the PC, nice. You ready? Let's go.
Good afternoon. I wanted to tell you the story of Giovanna. She's 15 years old and just entered high school. And she's having a lot of problems, a lot of difficulties on learning physics. And this is a little bit because of the way that physics is taught here in Brazil. It's very calculus-based physics. It's not very visual. And she's having a lot of problems with this. And we can see that Brazil in general is having this problem on understanding physics in general. In this graph by the right, you can see the science note on the PISA exam here in Brazil, that the results is very low, and this also resonates in Germany, where the results also is decreasing by the years. And one way to try to solve this problem is with gamification. So with gamification, there are several studies that shows that the quality of the topics taught can be increased by 22% using gamification in study. This is where MindBlow comes in. MindBlow is a solution that teaches physics in a very interactive and also visual way. We use augmented reality to put the exercise on the board game so that we can visualize better how the exercise works. This is an example of our MVP. This shows on the top left the help button. If the user don't understand the problem very well, there is an interactive window where the app teaches the basis of the exercise so that the students can understand better how the exercise works. And also, by the end there, we can see if the exercise is right, you go to a window, congratulations, you rock. But if you don't understand, if you don't get right the exercise, you get to another window where the app teaches you how to solve this problem properly. Our values is intellectual development, teamwork, and one of the 17 sustainability goals of the United Nations, that is quality education. Our target market is B2B, B2C, and also B2G. Our advantages compared to our competitors are mainly playing groups, visual resources that we have in our game, also real-world problem applications, applied practical and also theoretical problems, and also the use of augmented reality. Our market size is 9.5 million, but the obtainable market is 1.9 million people, and our available market is 8 million people. This value is based on São Paulo, Brazil, and also the addition of Brazil and Germany. Our team is myself, Frederic, is also Jussara, Amanda, Daniel, Catarini, and also Luis. We are MindBlow, expanding your mind.
Thank you very much. Very much on time. You still have 34 seconds left.
We also have available a demo here if you want to see the augmented reality in the iPad. If you want to see here in person, It also moves. If you want to take the tablet and moves, we have it available. And any questions?
May I ask a question now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a question and answer game.
Yes.
Is that? Could you explain better how are you using the augmented reality? Why do I need this, and why do I need augmented reality for this game? How do you improve the game using augmented reality? Could you explain better?
We use augmented reality to do an example of the exercise, because the board game, each step on the board is an exercise, a physics exercise. The player can choose between a theoretical and also a practical exercise. In this example of the demo, is a practical exercise of a ballistics exercise, but mainly through visualization, like in 3D, in the 3D world, where you can have different types of exercise, but you don't need the physical parts, and then this gets much cheaper and more accessible to different parts of schools.
Yeah, thank you. Clap your hands for MindBlow. Thank you. And now from MindBlow to Education 4.0. Let's clap our hands for, or let's wait for MindBlow to leave the, but let's clap our hands now for Education 4.0. Mateus, Rafaela, Guilherme, and Taina. Please come to the stage. Clap your hands. There they are.
Okay, ele vai...
Vocês vão usar dois microfones?
Sim.
Thank you.
Não, eu acho melhor a gente passar para ele.
Direciona esse. Opa.
Pode ir. Okay. Hi, my name is Rafaela.
I'm Mateus.
And we are here to propose our idea, Education 4.0. We all heard sometime in our lives that technology is stealing our jobs. Actually, this is not true at all. Technology is not stealing our jobs. It's actually changing the way we work and also creating new opportunities of work. According to Forbes, did you know that 69 million jobs will be created and 83 million jobs will be eliminated by the year of 2027? Also, according to Senai, in 2019, 10.5 million workers will need qualification to work in technological industrial activities, but this number is constantly increasing as the technology evolves. So, to solve this problem, we created a solution that is a course that combines German language and teaching with Industry 4.0 teaching, and with projects, low complexity projects and low cost projects. And it's also aligned with the main goals of sustainability proposed by the UN, that is quality education and industry innovation and infrastructure. Here's a QR code for our material. It's just an example. Mateus?
Okay, please. But how we can make this happen? We count with the Goethe Institute, not only to export the German culture, the literature and something, but also the science culture here, also with the VEH. We want to implement a makerspace here in the Goethe Institute of São Paulo, which is already an interesting idea, because in the Goethe Institute of Salvador, we already have a makerspace there. So if you guys plan on a makerspace here, we want to be the first to joyfully make a good use of that with our material. I'm going to give an example of what our course is about, please. This is an example of a simple tutorial that can be used to teach the principles of Industry 4.0 and for solutions of sustainability. This is a tutorial of SenseBox, but it can be Arduino based, like a accelerometer sensor reading. But okay, we can program this and gather some accelerometer data, but what about using this? Not only teaching this tool, but also using this to detect a fall of elder people or also a people with disability. This kind of solutions with so simple and yet available tools, we can teach the young minds and instigate their imaginations with those simple courses.
I also want to tell you guys about, we are not trying to sell you a product, we're selling the idea. We are not, as we say in Portuguese, I don't know how to translate this, but a gente não ensina, a gente não dá a vara, a gente não dá o peixe, a gente ensina a pescar. That's what we want to do here. We want to teach people how to use the technology and giving them the freedom of creating, not just teaching, oh, you could use this for that. It's just...
teaching to the problem, yeah. Not
we don't want to give the solution. We want to make people think about the solution and improving the world we live in. So, próximo. That's our wonderful team. And that's our idea, Education 4.0. Real-world problems with easy solutions.
Thank you, Shun.
Thank you. I'm very flattered that you're counting on us. That's for sure. But I'm coming up with a question because how would you engage to learning groups? How would you make to come to this place to learn with the tools, and do they have actually space in the normal curriculum they have to do at school?
May I? We first think of a workshop of makerspace here. We did some research, like in the Goethe Institute of Salvador. They already have a makerspace, a fab lab, if you may. And why not firstly implement this here? And we want to make a use of this, like by come to our institute, but also we thought of Goethe Institute, but also DVH because of the science-related topics. People come here to learn German and to know more opportunities on studying abroad and German, science-related topics in German. So this could be an intersection, a first good contact, maybe for people that maybe doesn't know how to start, like if they think only in master degrees, but this can start simple. This can start with some ludic examples.
May I just complementing his answer? The future is now. We are already living the future. Industry 4.0 is now. So this is a way of preparing people who want to work with the industry of today, and also people who are already in the industry and need to study more to adapt. So that's our main goal. It's not just, it's bringing people here, and the Gulf Institute have the credibility and that we are trying to show people.
I don't know if you have time, but I don't think that the point is to buy the idea, but to understand how would get profit from that, and who are going to be the sponsors with Goethe Institute, because they sell language courses mainly. So what are the profits for the institution, and who are your partners who are going to support the construction of a fab lab, or what are the advantages for Goethe Institute in relation to gaining other students? And I'm not
part of the profits from the institute will come by, for example, we already have the platform of learning language here, but they are learning language by music or German culture here. For example, there's a course about learning German, studying Kafka. So there's a way to implement the Industry 4.0 and learning and teaching language while also teaching the concept of the industry.
And we thought of that, like, how can we arrange, like, qualified professors, firstly? As some people come here, especially in the VIH, to get some information about master degree in Germany. Maybe we can explore this, people with motivations to enroll here as voluntary work, to get in touch with people, to be useful for the institute, but also, like, it can also be useful as a scientific initiation project on education and on science here in the institute.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's cut. Clap your hands for Education 4.0. And meanwhile, Education 4.0 is leaving the stage. We want to call our dear colleagues who worked actually within this auditorium, so they are very much familiar with this space. Clap your hands for Gisele, Robert, Leonardo, and Kauli. Forward. Who wants to have the presenter? There you go. So you tell me when you're ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
So it's 2-2. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I am a math teacher. Last month, I was in a public school to talk about Opportunity High School, Ensino Médio. And only 3 out of 20 students knew the opportunity to Ensino Técnico.
Now, this is a common problem for Brazilian educators. Also, Brazilian companies and government officials are warning about a lack of qualified professionals that finished Ensino Técnico. So, how do we solve this? The question is a little bit more complex. There are almost 2 million students enrolled in Ensino Técnico, but not all of them are part of Ensino Médio. This is especially pronounced in comparison to other big countries. For example, the European Union, where 43% of students are at the same time enrolled in Ensino Técnico in Ensino Médio. Compared to Chile, compared to Chile's 29%, Brazil is really lacking in only 9% of students being enrolled at the same time in Ensino Técnico and Ensino Médio. According to the OECD, this is a really big problem. And now we need to take a look at why. How come? According to a study conducted at the Institute of Advanced Studies at Universidade São Paulo, Ensino Técnico is not well known to students and is perceived as competitive as well as difficult to enter. The authors of this study also concluded that there is not equality of access to Ensino Técnico for students from unequal backgrounds. How can we help? Now, I am proposing Futuro AI, with the goal to promote equal access to Ensino Técnico. Our application is a mobile app that will allow a student that just recently graduated from Ensino Fundamental to enter his CEP and gain access to information about local courses in Ensino Médio and Ensino Técnico at the same time, and also gain information about the entry exams, because this is a lot of times also a big hurdle for students that want to sign up. In addition, the student will receive guidance about which possible other options to explore at the same time. Now, There are some other options out there. For example, the Guia do Estudante, which offers accessible information and also guides the students to an informed decision. Also, the student may use Google Maps to gain information about which courses are available nearby. But our solution, Futuro AI, is unique in that it offers the students information about the available courses nearby, as well as the information he needs to prepare to enter. Now, in order to make our idea commercially viable, we need to partner up with local institutions. First of all, escolas técnicas, and then also the secretaries da educação dos municípios. Also, we would like to partner with local businesses, because these businesses not only have a lack of talented and well-educated personnel that they need for future endeavors, they also have a social responsibility to educate future generations. So, to sum up, students do not choose to attend a Ensino Técnico because of a perceived lack of incentives and a lack of information. Our platforms aims to solve this issue. We also have some educational goals, for example, the access to quality education and reduction in social inequality, excuse me. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. In addition, there is a QR code. If you guys want to check out our application, we have a working prototype for that.
Questions?
Hi, it's me again. Well, first of all, you should partner with the state, not with the city, because we're talking about high school. That's something that is an attribution from the state. The city, no.
The high school is a state.
Yeah,
but,
that's it.
But the focus is ensino fundamental, and this is a municipal.
Yeah, but when it comes in a meeting, so then what we were talking about is about devotion the project. Then that's what we're saying. You be partnered with us when it comes to making them know that the technician courses exists. That's what you meant.
Yes.
Okay. And besides that, I would like to pose you a question. We have been having lots of problems with high school, the fact that students have to be the whole day at school. And in which extent, not only the fact that the students have to take tests, and we have an enormous disadvantage between our students and the students that come from private schools when it comes to passing to the tests. But at the same time, that how would you make it possible for them to be willing to not only pass the test, but enroll in a course that's as ensino médio, they will have to stay the whole day, they won't be able to work. That's one of the dilemmas that we have.
Yeah.
So how do we make our students that need to work, not go to study at night, and be a technician if they have to pay the bills with their families? We are talking about specific students, the ones that you told. That's my question.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer because we don't have an answer. But you see, that's a problem for your product.
When I talk with a student in Tatiba, and so many students don't know, and when I talk, they started to study, and I think nós queremos chegar nessas pessoas que desconhecem, mas que podem fazer.
Sim.
Obrigada, perdão. Nós queremos atingir as pessoas que desconhecem, né? E que podem chegar nesse ensino técnico. e que tem a dificuldade de compreender o que está no edital, né? Se a gente pega, por exemplo, matemática, que é a minha área, tem ali geometria plana, ele não consegue compreender o que de geometria plana ele precisa estudar, né? E acaba tem mais acesso quem pode fazer cursinho, né? Desde às vezes do 6º ano. Então, se ele tiver um aplicativo onde vai guiando o que ele tem que focar e quais são as oportunidades, você apresenta perspectiva. E ao apresentar perspectiva, né, o aluno vai atrás, a família acompanha, e eu acho que é isso.
Yeah, thank you very much. Clap your hands for Gisele, Robert, Leonardo, and Kauli. And now, please prepare the stage for Iris P., André, Matthias, Shogo, Sofia, and Ana Paola. Please come to the stage. I know that you're all nervous, but we are all nervous, so no problem at all. Let us turn on your...
I will.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
So can we configure change some configuration for this exercise? We won't change the content.
No problem.
No.
Kann change the slide. Nee, die will ja nicht, der will nur was wegnehmen.
Posso?
Ja.
Is it hidden? It's hidden.
No, einblenden, appear.
Yeah, it's appear. Yeah.
This appear?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Yeah? Here we go?
Perfect.
That's one?
Não, sabe,
Yeah, just it.
Okay. That's it? Okay. So let's go. Do you want... You need 2 microphones? Is anyone on the stage? Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Obrigada.
Hello, everyone. In 2003, one of the most influential activists of our era was born. Her name, Greta Thunberg. She was a young autistic girl who emerged as a global leader in the fight against climate change. Today, Greta Thunberg's impact is undeniable, but imagine if she'd never had the opportunity to be heard. What if we'd never been able to access her vision? Unfortunately, we believe that this is a reality for far too many people, autistic people in our country. From 2022 to 2023, Brazil has seen an increase in more than 50% in the number of people, children and adolescents within the spectrum who are enrolled in mainstream educational institutions. However, though, public education faces a critical challenge, that is the lack of teacher training to deal with nonverbal autistics. These figures are not just numbers. They represent real people living among us, and we believe that much like many other people's stories, we have one here, and it's Andres.
Hello everyone, my name is André. I'm 21 years old and I diagnosed with autism. I've always struggled to communicate my thoughts and feelings in the classroom, and my problem-solving approach often differs from my classmates, making it hard for me to adapt when teachers used conventional solutions to assist me.
Further discussing with experts on the subject, we've discovered that the problem is the difficulty that teachers have in understanding the thought process behind students' solutions. Our platform, Iris Pi, acts as a bridge between these students and their teachers. Our solution integrates the production of machine learning insights with the existence of a strong community of educators and experts who share data generated by our autistic students. From the student's perspective, we will have a screen that with exercises chosen by the teacher, where the student simply tries to solve them. The AI will capture the data and then generate insights detecting deviations from the problem-solving pattern for the teacher, providing these tools. On this screen, the teacher will be able to better understand the student's thought process. They will be able to offer more effective support, and this promotes inclusive academic growth and ensures that all students receive appropriate follow-up that can be shared within the community. Our business model is based on sales to teachers and educational institutions. Our value proposition is to provide personalized training and our impact vision is to build a world where all autistic people can receive the support that they need. Our differential, then, is the integration of empathy exercise through AI with teacher support through a strong community. Inclusion, it's not just a right. It's a responsibility that we must all embrace. And we believe that true inclusion is only possible when every voice is heard and every mind is understood. With our values and vision, we will achieve these UN goals. We are here to ensure that no one is left behind, because inclusion is not just a right, it's a responsibility that we must all embrace. So let's all work together to build a future where every student can reach their full potential.
Yeah, thank you. And maybe I misunderstood something, but could you explain again how this bridge is built between the student who has ideas and can't really express the ideas that the teacher will understand what the student is thinking? Because I didn't really get how the bridge is built.
Okay, so our platform, on the student's perspective, they will have a button to eliminate the need for direct contact with the teacher asking for help. The button we showed in our design was a yellow alert button up there with a hand raised, and what it will do is it will alert the teacher and immediately provide the teacher on their interface with the tools that we described to assist them in interpreting the student's thought process and their order of operations in achieving the solution that they got for the teacher to better understand how the student has tried to do the problem, and without the need for the student to then have to personally tell the teacher and have to explain everything that they have essentially done.
And how does this device get the ideas out of the head of the student? Because now I understand that it's a connection between the teacher and the device, but how does the device know what the student is thinking?
Oh, perfect. So, so the idea is basically a logger that will track all of the student's input and map what they've essentially added. We believe that machine learning is a great implementation of AI to interpret when steps have been made, when different parts of the process have been added, and then we will use further AI, which is trained on our data set to better help these teachers specifically understand the thought process that went behind the student. So for example, a student that is learning Pythagorean theorem, right? And perhaps the traditional, conventional method is first squaring. Obviously this isn't applicable, but I'm just throwing out an example out there. First is squaring and then adding or whatever. The student then thinks, oh no, I think it makes more sense to me to add first and then square or something like that, right? And so through the logging, the teacher doesn't need to be personally there to attending that student to witness the order of these things that happened, right? And then they will be able to, with the machine learning and the AI, they'll be able to better understand what they were trying to do. So for example, the student is applying Pythagorean theorem on this problem, and they intended to square before adding, right? And it cuts the need for the teacher to be there witnessing it so that the nonverbal student can communicate this need of what they were trying to do.
Danke. Obrigado.
Yeah, thank you very much, Iris Pi. And now we are coming to our last but not least group, E-braille. Arthur, Bruno, Eduardo, Luisa, Lucas, Guilherme. Please clap your hands for our last group. Let's go. Okay, how many microphones do you need? 1, 2? Only one, okay, that's good. Oh, that's nice. So, you tell me when you're ready, and then I start the counter.
At any time?
At any time. Let's go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arthur, and I'm here to present the E-braille. So, first of all, I would like to invite all of you to think, how would your life be if you had not one of your 5 senses? More specifically, how would your life be if you were blind? Can you imagine? Yeah, it would be twisted all apart. But mainly, what would you do if you were blind and wanted to read a book? Let's say, okay, we have Braille, but is that just a simple solution? In my hand, I have just a simple book, 200 pages. In order to read the complete book, you need those 7 volumes of Braille books. So, you can see, we have entered in contact with many communities. And we found some astonishing problems. Braille is not accessible, it is expensive, it is bulky. There's no variety. You cannot find simply a Braille book. We took 3 days to find those books. So, the problem is extremely clear. There's no lack of evidence. Okay, it is expensive, we cannot find them simply. According to the World Health Organization, all around the globe, we have 36 million people completely blind. In Brazil, 6.5 million are partially blind, so visually impaired, and 500,000 completely blind people. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I present you E-braille. So, our idea is to create an interactive study device, a viable, cheap, and practical way to read in Braille. So, our product makes an instant transcription to text to Braille. Not only that, it is portable. You can carry them anywhere, just like a Kindle, but for Braille. Oh, and there's more. You can learn Braille in a practical and intuitive way with live audio transcription. Okay, of course we have competitors, but most of them only have audio or only have touch feeling. And that's all. They are either, okay, extremely expensive, or they do not have everything. There's a shocking statistic. Just 1 out of 4 blind people know how to read Braille. That's not just because they do not want it, but because it's not accessible. Just 25% of them know how to read it. They are being deprived from the access to literacy. And that's exactly our market. We're not only here to aim for those who already know how to read Braille, but those who do not. And not only visually impaired people, blind people also have family, they also have friends. Anyone who can read in Braille can use the E-braille. That's exactly why we're here. Any library, any institute, even Goethe Institute could translate all their library to get accessible, to make it okay for visually impaired people to study. Even USP, you might think, okay, there's a lot of scientific papers, but they're not translated to Braille. And it's not easy, because most of the files are not just simple text, they are images. And that's exactly what we've done. Those are not just beautiful thoughts. During those 3 days of hackathon, we developed with the help of a software that translates not only text files, but also images to text, and therefore Braille, so we can have a tactile feedback, and you can just touch it. So imagine, what else could you do with 6 months, a year? We could just make it way smaller, compact, and easier to get. That's why technology is advancing so fast, and we cannot keep it up with. So ideas that we're not able to do in the past are completely able now. Now, is it beautiful? Yes, but we can do it 100 times cheaper. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the opportunity. That's the E-braille. Thank you.
Yeah, right on time. Very right on time. Thanks.
This is just a demo, and you have one letter, is that? So the final product, how will it be? Because you said also that you would see images on touching images. Could you explain a little bit better from the difference from this to the product that you are imagining?
So this prototype uses mechanical motors, tiny electric motors to get a real feedback. Of course, the real idea should be way smaller, so we should use electromagnets. So if there's energy, there's a magnetic field, it will lift up the dot. This is just the idea how to progress. And not only that, how can I translate an image to braille? That's exactly what technology comes from. 5 years ago, it would be unthinkable that we would have an artificial intelligence, or even Python, which is one of the most common programming languages nowadays. So we have a lot of open source libraries that already know how to translate image to text, and we also have artificial intelligence to translate what is happening in an image. We're not just talking about paintings, we're also talking about diagrams, about graphs that are not easily translated to braille. But nowadays, we're getting almost there. That's exactly why the future is way brighter than we expect. And that's exactly how we would do it. We would use electromagnets to give the feedback to the title, and also using artificial intelligence to give all those missing parts of information of any text, of any scientific paper or any book, to be able to be seen with words.
So you are going to send the description of the image, not only
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, because most of the braille readers, they only use the tip of their fingers. Just show a complete graph would be impractical. They would not be able to see it completely.
Yeah, clap your hands for E-braille. And just for you to know now, where are we in our... So now the jury will deliberate. I think outside there's Christian, who will take our jury outside so that no one can see and hear them. Please clap your hands for the jury one more time. And also now, if you still have the reimbursement sheets, Laura is here in front. And now we have a small break. Felix will put on a nice video for our YouTube stream. And we will be back in 20 minutes, I think. Thanks. Hello, hello, hello. So we are back. First of all, Marcio, we're live on YouTube. So first of all, first group, please stand up. AI inclusion. Please clap your hands for AI inclusion. Lugama, Willison, William, Andre, Ala, João Brás. This is your applause. Second one, sisters. Igor, Giovanni, Krishna, Thais, Lisa Becca. Very nice. And then, fish and chips, no. Fit and cheap. Livia, Jean, Henan G, Karini, and Alexis. Green seat, Ilana, Eduardo, Fábio, João. Mindblow, Frederic, Amanda, Jussara, Caterine, Daniel, Luis. Education 4.0, Mateus, Rafaela, Guilherme, Taina. Please stand up. This is your applause. And Futuro aqui, Gisele, Robert, Leonardo, Cauli. Woo! Iris P, André, Matthias, Shogo, Sofia, Ana Paola. Please stand up. This is your applause. And last but not least, E-braille, Arthur, Bruno, Eduardo, Luisa, Lucas, Guilhermo. Please stand up. There you are. Woohoo! So, on the jury deliberated, we have the final results. So, but first we will show you the prizes again, just for you to know. So the first prize was, and everyone knows this now, it's a trip and scholarship for a 2-week language course at Goethe, at one of the nice Goethe institutes in Germany, in Deutschland. And this will be presented by Jörg, Renato, and Marcio together, because we have like a small surprise. Then the backpacks from Goethe, Joseli and Thais will present the second prize. And our organization team, Christian and Laura, will hand in our useful surprise from DWH Goethe. So with no further ado, number 3, E-braille. Whoa, where you are? Come upstairs. There you are, there you are. Die hier, ne? Very nice. Come on stage. Arthur. Yeah, please, come on stage. We will also have a nice picture taken by Hickson. And there you are. Please clap your hands for E-braille. Woohoo! And now you can tell us all what the surprise is. Maybe you could have used it in the morning today. Some nice pictures, Hickson, if you... Yeah. Congratulations, E-braille. Woo. So, and then we like to ask Joseli and Thais here on stage to help us a little bit with the second prize. Still 2 prizes left. Very nice backpacks from the Goethe Institute. Also attending ESG Golds here. And number 3 will be... Number 2, oh, sorry. Number 3 is already E-braille. Number 2 is AI inclusion. Woohoo! Come on stage. Please, come here. Please clap your hands for AI inclusion. Nice done. Woohoo! There you go. Und jetzt gehst du mit dem anderen Dings. Ja, genau. And now we would like to ask Matthew and Jörg to come on stage to prepare for our final winner. Oh. And the first prize. Quem será? Com quem será? Exatamente. The first prize will go to Green Seed. Woo! Clap. Clap your hands for Green Seed. Amazing. Come on stage. And now I hand over to Laura also because we have a small surprise. First of all, you have to take your backpacks. Woo, clap your hands. Please come to the front. Green Seed. Woohoo. Woohoo.
So I'd just like to ask you to stay a little bit longer on the stage because it has been becoming like a small tradition to have a surprise prize. So you've got one scholarship for one person to go to Germany to learn German and then to visit our three universities, right? We did some, well, digging in our not so deep pocket. And we are able to hand you over a nice check of 1,800 euros so that another part of the team can fly with you.
This check is a travel grant for you to come to Germany, a second person, or if you want to split it, and then you will have the whole group experience in Germany to visit our universities. There you are. Everyone is concentrated now. Oh. Yeah, thank you very much. Clap your hands for Green Seed. So, and now before we close down our stream, we want you all up here. A group photo. Please come up. Clap your hands for everyone. Let's come up here. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone. Do you want to sit here? And now I think the stream will be cut now. We have a nice German imbiss for you prepared outside for all of us to celebrate.